Welcome, everybody, to the Balanced, Beautiful, and Abundant Show. Today, I'm talking with retreat specialist and all things luxury and travel. Welcome to the show, Tammy Peterson.
Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you.
Great to see you. I know you are the owner of Evolve Retreats, and tell us a little bit about your process of how you find these one-of-a-kind amazing resorts to have these retreats.
Yeah, so we've been working in public relations and marketing for luxury hotels for 25 years, maybe 30. And probably about 10 years ago, I realized that they needed wellness programs because, as human beings, spa treatments just aren't enough for us anymore. We can go get a pedicure or do any spa treatments anywhere in our local town. But what we were really wanting to do was to create experiences in our hotel partners where people would not only come back, but they would really enjoy the hotels and experience some really unique programming that they could go through in a long weekend.
So how did you find the Monte Valle Resort, and why did you think it was a good match for my retreat coming up in October, right around the corner, the Manifest Your Dream Life retreat?
Well, they approached me, or I found them. I'm not sure how we came across, but I know that they were a fairly new resort when we connected a couple of years ago. I think the reason that they're such an interesting place is because they have a lot of healing qualities. So the person that owns the resort and runs it is a physician. He owns a cancer clinic in Tijuana, and there's a lot of Americans that kind of come across the border in Tijuana, which is a very simple process, and get alternative cancer treatments from this gentleman who's a physician. So he had built a resort about 2 hours away from that cancer clinic, and there's a lot of healing properties on property at the resort. So they do a lot of IV infusion treatments. They have nurses on staff. And it really, again, which is what we're so into, is it really enhances the wellness process. That's really what they're into. So when people come, not only can they relax and rejuvenate, but they get these incredible treatments that really fuel them and give them extra vitamins or whatever it is. We can do anti-inflammatory treatments. There's massage. There's all kinds of great things. So those kinds of treatments impact the offerings of people like you in so many amazing ways, because I really believe that it takes healing and relaxation to a new level. And when you're on a retreat, you're processing emotions, you're slowing down, and you're healing. And those kinds of treatments just really further enhance what you're going through during that process.
And I really feel like women are coming off such a busy summer. There's a lot of fun, but it's very busy and there's not really a routine. And coming into fall, I feel like September is kind of like the new January. And then in early October, people are already setting their new routine and they really want to just nourish themselves before they go into the crazy holiday season.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think that especially for women, which is our typical clientele, getting the kids back in school, first of all, being on summer vacation for us might not be such a vacation, but getting the kind of onboarding to school or getting them off to college is really a tremendous output. And I think women need rejuvenation after that time. And so because your retreat is right at the beginning of October, it's a great, easy fly into San Diego, or just drive down if you live in LA, go across the border, which we take you over all together. It's very safe. It's very luxurious. And go to this resort for 3 days and spend some time with you, just really getting to know who you are, what you've been through, what you're looking forward to in the new year. I think it's just a great way to be able to structure where we are in life during that time frame.
I know, it's so easy. So we're doing a couple exotic luxury wellness retreats a year, and except for this location, they're going to be international flights, passport, customs. It's going to be well worth it because you're going to get to see the world. But if you don't want to deal with any of the headache and expense of going out of the country, this is such an easy retreat, because all you have to do is get to San Diego and we will pick you up from there. And it's so easy. It's only about an hour and a half south of the border. And you're at this luxury wellness center with lavender fields and yoga. And I have some new teachings about mindset and having your life in alignment. I'm all about teaching you how to live in alignment and create success through aligning 7 pillars of abundance rather than the hustle and the grind, which leads to burnout. So we're going to give you tips, tools, and strategies to have a level 10 in your spiritual life, how to have a morning practice, and how to feel connected to the divine. And we're going to help you with your health and wellness goals. And there's going to be health and beauty swag for you waiting, and a wonderful gift bag. We're going to have you learn about how to stay emotionally calm and regulated, and not in fight flight, but to be coming from like a love and an abundance vibration. We're going to show you how to deepen your intimate relationship, or if you don't have one, how to manifest your soulmate. We're going to be showing you how to continue to grow and to expand your mental capacity, how to have a wonderful tribe of women who are there to lift you up and cheer you on, and how to create mentors and mentees. And then finally, financially, we're going to teach you how to make more money than you've ever made before, have multiple streams of income, and how to really prioritize your wealth strategy without leading to burnout and without sacrificing the freedom. Because I teach all about financial flexibility. Financial freedom is the ability to go where you want, what you want, when you want, and with whom you want. And if you don't have that flexibility, maybe that's why you're not coming on the retreat. Maybe you're like, it's too much money, Rebecca. I've got too many obligations. Well, then you need the retreat more than anyone, because
Yeah.
right? Because what you're doing is not giving you the financial freedom. And how many years have you been working? 10, 20, 30, 40, and you don't have an extra, couple $1,000s, few $1,000s to invest in a luxury wellness retreat. Well, then we need to figure out a new game plan for you. So
absolutely. I think too that when women finally commit to giving themselves that space, just amazing things happen. Like it's interesting, just even in taking that time, even when you're not on a retreat or if you're just by yourself. The good thing about going on yours is that people are really learning a lot of tools, but even just once you get out of your routine, it's like, and let yourself get out of your routine and just take a moment. That's when all the magic happens, right? That's when all the learning happens, but it's also when your mind quiets down and amazing new ideas come to you. Planning, you have to be planning for 2026. It's right around the corner once we go on this retreat. So all those kinds of things to really set yourself up for a beautiful new year are things that I know you teach, Rebecca, and I know are so useful and helpful to all women that are working or trying to do their own ventures, entrepreneurs. I think that the learning is just so important. So we're excited to, see this through and get this going. So we're still looking for more people. We've got more space available. So it's an easy one.
Yes, we've got 3 more spots. And for the women who register in the month of August, we are going to give you a complimentary massage and 2 vitamin drip therapy treatments. So we are going to be giving you this wonderful gift of not only will you be in this beautiful spa where you'll be doing yoga and learning amazing mindset routines, but you're also going to treat yourself to a wonderful hour massage and vitamin drip therapy. And you deserve it. I feel like so many women, they're like, I want to go, but they just can't take the time away from their family, from their kids. But your kids are going to be fine for 3 days. 3 days. They can live without you for 3 days, Yeah, they won't even realize you're gone and you'll be back, but you'll be a different woman. You'll be relaxed, you'll be calm, you'll be rejuvenated, confident. You'll have a clear game plan for the rest of 2025, 2026 and beyond. And it's amazing how 3 days won't affect anyone around you, but it'll change everything for you. And I know that this retreat you're going to point to as a turning point. In fact, I had a woman named Kari, and she signed up on the retreat, not even having met me, just, on a whim. And I've been working with her as a one-on-one coach. And some of the benefits she got from the retreat were emotional regulation. She was constantly in fight flight, constantly fighting with her ex-husband and her 20-something kid. They're no longer fighting. She has boundaries around those relationships now. She has a totally new health and wellness routine. She is in the biggest romance of her life, post-divorce in her 60s.
Yay.
Learn, having the spiciest, juiciest love life that she ever imagined for herself. and she has friends like she wouldn't even believe that she could have. Like her life just transformed based on that 3-day experience she had in Playa del Carmen. And I know that if it can change like that for Kari, things can change dramatically for you too.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's just amazing what happens when you give yourself time and space, and you can be led by someone like you, Rebecca, that's got all that knowledge and power and control over, not control, but just advice over, what people can do to really make their lives better. Because sometimes we don't know. So thank you for that. I think it's going to be really exceptional for people to be in your presence and learn your different techniques and tools.
Thank you. And I've learned these techniques because I was so down and out. I was depressed. I was divorced. I was lonely. I was experiencing fear of financial insecurity. And through what I'm going to teach you, I rose out of that really dark period in my life where my dad was buried on a Wednesday. My divorce was finalized on a Friday. And that year ended up being the best fiscal year of my life. I made over $200,000 just in one income stream, not even including other real estate properties and stocks and all that stuff. And I really decided to teach these 7 pillars of abundance because people were asking me, how are you so resilient? You lost everything this year, but yet you're experiencing radiant health. You're having a great fiscal year. Your vibration is high and you're happy. How can anybody go through what you did and come out the other side this way? And that's why I teach what I teach, because I know life is going to hand us trials and tribulations, and there's going to be good times and bad times, but I want to teach you how to rise from whatever hardship you're going through and come out the other side and come out better using this 7-pillar framework. And I know if it worked for me and thousands of other women, it will work for you too. And why not learn it at a gorgeous luxury wellness resort in Ensenada, Mexico.
Absolutely.
I know you have to go at the top of the hour. Thank you so much for jumping on here. And if you're interested in learning more information about the retreat, comment retreat below and I'll get back to you and we'll have a chat and see if this is a good fit. And I know that the women that go are going to have the time of their lives, and maybe you're one of them. So thanks for listening. Thank you, Tammy, for being my business partner. And we'll talk to you soon. Keep your vibe high and magnetized. Bye, everyone.
Well, bye-bye.